Sparkle Squad, this is Monica and I have a purchase haul as well as another awesome gift that I received from softflex.com. So I hope that you all have been doing very well and staying warm and dry if at all possible. The weather is just kind of crazy here in Kentucky. It'll be warm and then we're back to being cold, hence the gloves. I purchased the specialty beading design kit and a bunch of other goodies here. And I'm going to be unboxing that in a separate video. I also then received their rainy day kit for me to do a review for you. So thank you so much, Softflex. Guys, I just want you to look, see how cute this is. I mean, it's just a very simple little touch, but they added this little string of pearls or maybe glue drops. I don't know what it is, but it is so cute and it embellished the package so pretty. And then you can use that for your own gift wrapping, or you might even use it for a necklace or a bracelet. It's whatever you want to do with it. This is what makes me happy in opening these every month. The mystery design kits, they kind of give you a little hint with the color of the tissue paper and the little ribbon here. I enjoy not really knowing what I'm going to get every month. I should have actually kept my little twilight colored gloves out because that would have been perfect. But too late now. I've got my sunflowers and my bumblebees on. So we're gonna make it work. The Rainy Day Design Challenge Kit includes a bunch of tanzanites, some silvers, some gunmetal colors, Jesse James bead mix in rainy day blues. There's some dark blues, there's some purple, some periwinkles, and they usually coordinate with a Jesse James bead strand, and you have to purchase that separately. And then of course, if you purchase that, then you can make that kind of blend in with all the goodies that come in the mystery design kit. But there are so many goodies in the mystery design kit, you don't necessarily have to buy that just unless you want to. Now, like me, I got the specialty design kit, but I also bought their bead strand that coordinated with that one because I wanted the whole enchilada. So it's up to you, whatever you do, but this is the cool thing about the mystery design kits, that it is just totally self-contained unless you just want the extras. Alright guys, I'm sorry. I had to take a break and do supper and have a little bit of a wardrobe change over here, so I wanted to coordinate a little bit better with my gloves and the bead mix. I think that worked out pretty well. So bye-bye sunflowers. This is going to be something that they've already actually revealed on their channel, but now since it's after March the 27th, I'm able to reveal here on my channel. And then I hope to be making something in the way of some finished jewelry with all of these beautiful baubles. This is the little piece of paper that comes with everything that you receive here in the package. This tells you what you've got with your beading wire, your crimp tubes, the bail, the clasp, then you have the Jesse James bead mix and a bunch of charms and things. Now, the cool thing is what comes in these little Ziploc bags, if there are a special little charm, like these little umbrellas or something, if it's by a certain company that they like to work with and collaborate with, it will be listed here. So I think this is silver colored cloud charms. That will be here in this little baggie. And then the umbrellas. So the umbrellas are vintage brass umbrella charms. And that is what is part of this little baggie here. It's got some gunmetal findings to include the ear wires and a lobster claw clasp. But they will usually put that down here separately on their list, so you'll know if it's like a tiara cast finding or something from another company. So check out your list to be sure, like the sizes and stuff like that, if it's not pretty obvious to you. If you're a brand new beader, this is a handy monthly kit to get because you can just create whatever you want, but you can also get ideas from their YouTube channel as well as their blog and their website, and then other designers, because they have a Facebook group. I think it's the VIB Softflex Facebook group. That is very important beader, and you're able to kind of get inspiration from one another. There's a little bit of a competition there. If you have some of your designs are chosen, you may be in the mix to get selected to win your own kit. So that's kind of fun. So make sure that whenever you post your pictures of whatever that you have created from a certain kit or some sort of a bead strand or something that you get at softflex.com, or you use their bead stringing wire, that you tag Softflex, you go in the very important beader Facebook group and you show your designs there. If you have any kind of video video content, like at a YouTube channel, the way that you're watching this video here, make sure that you tag them so that they can see what you're creating. And a lot of times they will actually share that on their blog or their social media channels as well. So on the other side of this is a coupon, and it has an expiration date. So usually by the time I've received a kit, it's too late for me to utilize the coupon, but this has a little bit of time left on it. Last Wednesday of the month at 3 p.m. Pacific time, they do their own, like a live video unboxing and design on the same video. And then after all of that is done, that last Wednesday of the month, then those of us who have received a kit or we've purchased the kit, we can actually do our own reveals and designing and all of that stuff based on the fact that they've already then shown it at the Softflex YouTube channel or social media sites. Now, the next kit that they've got coming up, which is actually already available for you to purchase, is Exotic Blooms. So that sounds a little bit summery and tropical. That's going to be interesting. So make sure you check out their website for that if you are interested in it. And then the monthly subscription is what you see here that's wrapped up so cute. So it's got all of this good stuff here. The only thing really that you need in order to get started creating jewelry, if you're brand new, is your jewelry making tools. So that would be like your pliers and everything. And there's all sorts of kits that you can purchase that are inexpensive when you're just starting out. And I like to tell all of my jewelry making students about several different options that they can utilize, that if you're not really sure that you're going to like to do jewelry making for an extended period of time, you don't need to buy, you know, one $30 pair of pliers. You can even purchase one at Michael's, or you can get them at Joann's, although I don't know, with Joann's bankruptcy, I don't know what the state of affairs with that's going to be. Everything that you need to create jewelry is usually in these kits here, to include your bead stringing wire, so that's very handy. So they have provided one of their spools of bead stringing wire, which is something they do every month. In this color I love. This is their Tanzanite, and it's just such a pretty blue. It to me reminds me of the Periwinkle. You know, that was the Pantone color. Let's see, was that 2 years ago? I'm not sure. Maybe that was last year. I can't keep up with it. But that was a very Perry, I think is what they called it, for Periwinkle blue. That's what that reminds me of. But this is Tanzanite at Softflex. This is 49 strands of wire compacted or compressed into one, and the diameter is a 0.019 inch or 0.48 millimeter. You get 10 feet in this little bitty spool here, and it is enough to make your designs obviously in the kit and still have a little bit left over. This wire is really cool. It is a bead stringing wire, so it does have metal strands within this colorful coating here. But you can knot this bead stringing wire, and you don't have any kind of kinking when you do that. So this is something that a lot of designers like to use, not only for the awesome color effect, and they have a variety of colors available, but the fact that you can do this knotting technique and not have any kind of need for like a thread or anything like that. You can still utilize it in a regular bead stringing project, but do some knotting. So I have actually done that several times, and I've not had any problem with it. They also have different levels. This is their medium line here, but they do have like an Econoflex. They have different types of things, that very ultra fine, thin types of beading wire. So it's just whatever your preference is. Make sure you check that out. We have a lovely bead strand here, and this looks like the Millefiori glass. I think, no, it might not be. Let's see. It's got that kind of snake skin pattern on it. I don't know if that's what I call it, but you know, that's probably incorrect. Dark blue Aurora Borealis chrome rectangles, and it doesn't really say like a particular snakeskin pattern or whatever, but some people call it peacock. Some people say snakeskin. I don't know. It's really personal preference as to what you might call it, but it is cool looking. Hopefully you can see the little pattern, but there's like these little tiny squares that have almost a peacock or snakeskin look to it, but I love that blue color. That's pretty. And then we have some rondelles here. These are a light purple 3 by 5 millimeter in the check glass. Very pretty. That's a nice Easter color too. So dark blue table cut check glass ovals. Those are nice. They almost have a black and navy combination going in the beads there. And then we have this bag of a blue crystal mix. Look at all that. Isn't that pretty? Lots of pretty colors, and it just goes really well. I mean, look at that. So nice. And it's got purples and blues, some crystals, some opaque white. There's some Aurora Borealis look to it. There's a light purple and a deeper purple. So that's going to be fun. And then that just helps you to fill in your other beads that you get from our good friends at Jesse James Beads. They are actually collaborating with Softflex with each of the mystery design kits. Softflex plans out how they want to do their themes every month, and then they coordinate that with Jesse James, who then supplies them with a bead mix and also usually has a coordinating bead strand of those nice chunky sized beads. I love their bead strands. I mean, you pretty much don't even have to do anything other than add a clasp. These are really shiny and sparkly, and I love this blue here, this opaque, but this is a cube shape. Then you got some beautiful navy blue rectangles that are faceted. Lots of shiny sparkles. Got some silver findings, spacers, daisy spacers, bead caps. Looks like, oh, that's cute. This is a bead dangle right here. It's already got a loop on it, so that's ready to go. Then you got these bumpy large hole rondelles. Then we've also got some extra stuff over here going back to these little baggies that I already showed you about the charms. There's also some size 2 of these Softflex crimp tubes there in the gunmetal color. But we have this little baggie that's got some beautiful lilac colored rondelles. It's almost like a lilac cloudy kind of opaqueness to it. And then that blue periwinkle or tanzanite, however you want to call it. Boy, they really perfectly matched that, didn't they? That looks nice. So these, I think, is what they're referring to as the 12mm blue ridged check glass discs, and those are really cool. Yeah, that's got to be because they are ridged or corrugated. That's another term that I use, like those melon beads on the side there. Now, I don't have the bead strand that coordinates with this, but if you did, I'm sure that's going to look fabulous. And then I'm just so taken by the little raindrops here that they did. So look how long that is. That's really long. Actually, it looks like that is a bead that's put on directly there. It's probably just glued on there. So I don't know. Maybe it's a mold or something, but it's cool. And it does look like little raindrops. I have finished some jewelry. You see, I've got a bunch of beads left, but that's going to be for another time. And there's a lot of purple there too. So I've got another idea for some of those, and I might do that, but I'll have to do it on another video. So the rainy day challenge, I created a bracelet, some earrings. I did 2 pairs of earrings, and then this necklace over here, which is kind of hard to see because it's all the way over there, but I used most of that was wrapping the mystery design kit, and then I cut off little bits because I also incorporated it into the bracelet and the earrings on this pair here. So I think it really turned out cute. All right, so for the bracelet, I have that strand, that little bit that I had left over after I created the necklace. It looks just like raindrops, literally. And even though it's on this string that kind of does its own thing, it's like fishing line. Actually, the way it lays is great around the wrist with these beads. And then also, you know, rain just splatters and does all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, the way that I would wear it is with that on the bottom. And then that way you've got your cloud charm, and then this is centered here with the blue bead. So that is your focal. And then you've got all of those little raindrops kind of underneath the beadwork there. And then I created a bead dangle using the Softflex tanzanite wire here and some clamshells that I had in that coordinating gunmetal, and made this double layer bracelet. I think it's really cute. But I mean, you could wear this either way if you want to have the cloud hanging over, or if you're like me and you prefer to have the cloud underneath just because of how that lays. Let's go ahead and show the necklace because I've got it leaned precariously back there. I need to get new displays for my necklaces. This is a 21-inch necklace beadwork wise, but then this is just a little bit longer. Now, it is going to be a little kinked up and everything because that's that fishing line that these things are glued onto, but it still lays interestingly and looks like you've got little raindrops all over the place. And it's not exactly like the way that I do my illusion necklaces, but I still like that. So what I did is I made a couple of dangles. I used some of these little rounds, and then I did some more of those little faceted teardrops or briolets, however you want to say it, so that I could do some with the Softflex wire and some of those crimps. It does look like there's raindrops. And then with the pendant, I just created one. So I did the cloud, and the umbrella charm along with a bead dangle there, so it kind of pulls all of the colors in together. And then on the outside of this, you've got this crazy strand of the clear beadwork. Now on the back of this, I do have a dangle, and then you can see that I actually used the clamshells or colettes, however you want to say it, as far as just capturing the bead stringing wire from Softflex, and this little strand of beads that goes right in there with the bead string wire, and you can crimp it. And then of course I'm using the lobster claw clasp that came in the kit. I created an extender here with just some of the small jump rings, and then I made a bead dangle on there that coordinated. I love it. So there is my necklace. Next up, I have earrings. I'll show you the longer ones first. I have the umbrella, and I've got the little cloud here in charms. But then I've got it hanging with the crystal teardrop or briolet, and the little leftover pieces that I had to cut off from the necklace and the bracelet of those little raindrop looking things. I just added that in there, and I thought that it just fits perfectly. Now I only had 2 of the vintage umbrellas, so I put one on one set of the earrings and then one on the necklace because I just thought it was really cool. And then that's the cloud and the umbrella. And then I had an additional cloud left over, so I just popped that onto that bracelet. So that's why you see it's kind of broke up a little bit. I could have done it a different way. I could have put the clouds on the earrings themselves, but I just like the umbrella and the cloud. What do you think about me using those little raindrop things? I like being able to see that pop of the tanzanite blue wire. It kind of pulls that periwinkle look out of the beadwork. I did pull some of these beads from my stash there, but the rest of it was all in this kit. I just ran out of the periwinkle. So I made a short little pair of earrings, and again, it just kind of pulls some of the beadwork here from the bracelet and the necklace. And then that way I've got a short pair and a long pair. These are just really cute beads. I like the snake skin pattern or the peacock spots. I was going to put these longer ones on there, but I just opted for the small ones. Which do you like better? I have used my Zuron tools, my vintage tools, my beadsmiths in order to create what you see here. And then I've also got a lot of leftover beads from the Jesse James Beads Mix, from the Mystery Design Kit, the Rainy Day Mystery Design Kit. So I've got more things I can make. I've still got bead stringing wire that I can continue to play with. And then I've got these beautiful charms right here. I haven't quite made up my mind what I'm going to do, so that's why I didn't create anything just yet with those. They are so pretty. Stay tuned for that. I'm sure I'll create something. Maybe I'll do a pair for my Beading Brigade channel. We shall see. So if you are interested in the monthly mystery design kit at softflex.com, I will have a link below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and share this with any of your jewelry making friends that might be interested in the Softflex mystery design kit each month, or any of the other products they have at their website. I would appreciate you getting the word out, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of what I created here. Do you have any other suggestions for me in the content that I'm posting on my channel? If you've not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you have a sparkle-rific day, y'all. Bye!